Jonathan Jackson. I graduated from POU as a part of the first cadre of Act 6 scholars, and am now working as an Act 6 program assistant.
Hi, my name is Kristen Bailey. I also graduated from POU and am working as an Act 6 program assistant.
As you work to complete your online Act 6 application in the days ahead, remember that you're applying for the region's only full tuition, full need scholarship. Your Act 6 application will also be considered as your freshman college application to any of our partner schools available in your region. In order to complete your application on time, you will need to submit all of the required components by midnight on October 23rd.
Having gone through the process, I know that this can be a stressful time. I wish that someone had been there to give me some pointers near the end as it works to pull everything together.
And that's what we're here to do. We want to run quickly through a final application checklist and give you some tips to make sure that your application is complete and as strong as possible by the deadline.
Our first pointer is that you do not have to complete your main application before you send out invitations for your recommendations. In the overview page toward the bottom, you will see a section titled For Others to Complete. If you don't have those invitations out to your recommenders and your high school counselor yet, you need to do that right away. Make sure that you double check your recommender's email address before you submit. This way they are sure to get the link to submit a recommendation on your behalf. Give them the time they need to write great stuff about you and get their form submitted on time.
Your recommendations are a really important part of your application. Remember that your teacher recommendation must come from a teacher that has taught you an academic subject like English, science, math, social studies, or a foreign language. Unfortunately, we can't take a teacher recommendation from your PE or art teacher. Your community recommendation, however, can come from anyone who can speak about your life and involvement outside of school. This can be a mentor, a coach, employer, or someone else in the community, but not a family member.
Remember how it works. From the overview screen, you enter your recommender's name and email, and the system will send them an email with the link to an online form. They need to click on the link in the email and complete and submit the form online before the October 23rd deadline. You also need to have your high school counselor complete the high school counselor report in the same way. Put in your counselor's name and email to send them a link to an online form. Your counselor will report your grades, SAT or ACT test scores, and other academic information. Your counselors are probably getting lots of requests, so if you haven't sent the link yet, you need to do that right away. Your counselor also needs to mail an official copy of your transcript and any test scores they have to the Act 6 Central Office by the deadline.
Remember, you can still apply to Act 6 even if you haven't taken the SAT or ACT by October 23rd. However, you need to make sure to email or fax a score to the Act 6 Central Office as soon as you receive it, and no later than December 31st. So be sure to sign up for a test today if you haven't already.
Once those invitations in the For Others to Complete section are sent out, the next step for you is to complete the main application form on time. The personal essays are probably the most important part of the application, so take your time, give them careful consideration, and be sure to ask an adult with good writing skills to help you edit your responses. Pay attention to the word limit. We strongly encourage you not to type your responses directly into the online form. Instead, draft your essays in a word processor and make sure to save them as you go. Once they are fully edited and complete, paste them into the online form. This ensures that you don't lose your work and that what you submit doesn't have any typos or careless grammatical mistakes.
Now let's talk about the financial summary form. To complete this form, you need to follow the link we provide to the ACT Financial Aid Need Estimator website. On that website, you provide your parents and your financial information from 2011. Be sure to read and follow the instructions carefully. If your parents are separated, be sure to provide information for the parent you live with and their spouse, if they have one. You should not provide information for your other parent that you do not live with. Once you complete the form on the ACT website, print out and save your results screen that includes an estimate of your expected family contribution, or EFC. You will then copy 4 important numbers from that printout into the financial summary form on our website and submit it. We have a picture in the instructions for the form that shows exactly which number to place where.
As a special note, students from Tacoma, Seattle who are applying to Northwest University also need to write an additional essay and submit an additional recommendation, which must be from a pastor.
So that's about it. Act 6 is a big deal and there's a lot on the line, so make sure not to let this opportunity pass you by. Take the time right now to ensure that your application is complete, thorough, and on time. Act 6 has made a huge impact in my life, so I really encourage you to give your best to this process.
If you have any questions about the process or technical problems with the application, don't hesitate to contact a staff member in your region. You can also send an email anytime to apply@act6.org and we'll make sure someone gets back to you right away.
We look forward to reading your application soon. Good luck.
One tribe, y'all. One tribe, y'all. We one tribe, y'all. We are one people. Let's catch amnesia. Forget about all that